A hero's escort late last night as the community continues to remember the first officer killed in the line of duty in Richardson. Officer David Sherrard was one of two people gunned down on Wednesday night. And at this hour, police are still investigating at the crime scene, an apartment complex on Renner and North Star roads. The suspect, Brandon McCall, was arrested after a nearly 5-hour-long standoff. He is in jail this morning, charged with Sherrard's murder. We'll have more on his criminal history and his ties to the second victim coming up in just moments.
But first, we are learning more about Officer Sherrard and the family he leaves behind.
CBS 11's Jennifer Lindgren is live this morning at Richardson Police Headquarters, where there is a growing memorial for the officer. Jen.
Russ, this shows how much people are thinking about their police officers in Richardson and the family of Officer David Sherrard. If you take a look behind me here, you can see some of the tributes people have left behind. They want the Richardson Department to know they are not alone in their grief, and the family of Officer Sherrard is not alone either. He was a 14-year veteran of the police force, one of our finest, as described by the Richardson Police Chief. But more than that, Officer Sherrard was known as a family man with a wife and 2 daughters. We spoke to a close family friend whose husband is also a Richardson police officer. Angela Cassavant says Officer Sherrard always had a smile on his face, was very funny, and everyone loved him. She tied blue ribbons to the trees in their neighborhood so his wife and children know the community is here with them.
I can't even begin to imagine the depth of her pain and what she has to go through today and tomorrow and in the weeks and years to come.
The Richardson Police Department is trying to help the Sherrard family at this time also. They have set up a fund through the Assist the Officer Foundation where people can donate. We have a link on our website, cbsdfw.com. Russ and Karen, people have already given more than $38,000 in this short time.
Oh, so good to see. And Jennifer, Officer Sherrard's widow, sharing some words on social media. What'd she have to say?
Yeah, in a very emotional Facebook post, she talked about how much she loved him, how much he loved their family. She says she still can't believe this is real. When she closes her eyes, she still sees his smiling face. She called him the greatest man on earth. She talked about how much he loved her and their daughters. She also asked for everyone's prayers. Truly heartbreaking.
It really is. Jennifer Lindgren, live for us this morning. Well, the Wiley ISD shares in Richardson's grief. Officer Sherrard's 2 daughters go to school in that district, and it's asking students and staff to wear blue on Monday in honor of David's service, as well as that of all first responders.
As we first brought you as breaking news yesterday morning at 6, the second person killed in Wednesday's shooting was Renee Gamez. His friends say Gamez and the suspect, Brandon McCall, were good friends. Officer Sherrard found Gamez shot to death at the front of an apartment unit. They say McCall was only there because Gamez had offered him a place to stay.
He was the happiest dude I knew. He helped anybody he could, even if he couldn't. He was selfless. The most selfless dude I know. He'd give you his last dollar if he didn't have nothing either. Like, you know what I mean? Just, he would never let somebody suffer alone.
Those who knew both men say there were no signs there might ever be any violence like this between the two.
Well, right now, the shooting suspect has not been charged with Gamez's death, but Brandon D. McCall is charged with capital murder of a peace officer, and he's currently in the Collin County Jail in McKinney. His family telling us he had a hard time keeping a job and kept getting into trouble. Last year, he threatened to jump off a bridge in Dallas. That's when officers arrived, and they tried to talk to him. He told them he wanted a doctor to put him to sleep permanently. He's faced criminal charges related to drugs before, including as recently as this fall, but never for any kind of violent behavior. The investigation into why Officer Sherrard and Gamez were killed is far from over. We'll continue to bring you up-to-the-minute information on CBSDFW.com.